I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
Comes the pitch. Swung on, hit high, deep, center field. Has he done it again? Warning track wall, sail away, Dom Canzone. He has done it again. His second home run of the night, and the Mariners have the lead 7-5. Dom blasts another one dead center field. An unbelievable night here at Dodger Stadium.
Go, the great Gary Hill brings us into the Daily Puck Drop. Edward R. Murrow, School of Communication Hall of Fame member Gary Hill, who yesterday I advocated perhaps he could take over for the men's basketball team for the University of Washington. Why? It's a stupid joke. They're not going to be in it. We'll have no conflict with the Mariners at all. So Gary Hill brings us in. That was a hell of an entertaining game there yesterday as the M's take out the Doyers, game one of their 3-game series. Welcome in. We'll get into that. We'll get into the lefty mashing machine, Dom Canzone. Is there a Mariners prospect coming up soon that I don't know, never really thought that would be a possibility? Inside Pitch with Ryan Divish coming up there as well. We appreciate you checking in every single day. Thank you, whether it's live or later. It does not matter. We always are broadcasting from the Limback Lumber Studios. Contractors, they offer free deliveries, everything from Olaus packages to homeowner do-it-yourself projects, the largest stock moldings in the Northwest. Old school service. They've been doing business since 1930. Give them a call. They're at Limback Lumber, 206-782-3487. Visit them at limbacklumber.com. You can visit me on social media, by the way. It's Puck Sports everywhere except for TikTok, Puck_sports, and boy, social media. Place where we all agree to disagree and have a good time, don't we? Also, please go visit pucksports.com. There, you can sign up to become a Pucks Posse member for just $5 a month. You get bonus shows throughout the week. Sports Pit with Matt Stretch Johnson out yesterday. Inside Pitch is out right now with Ryan Divish. I would go check it out. If you're an audio person, and most of you are, not a lot of you watch the video. Hell, I'm getting close to stopping the video anyways, because no one's watching the video over there on those Posse shows. Anyways, this would be the time to watch this one, because Divish looks like a Montana State trooper today, who then, when he got off his shift of 16 hours, now is coaching baseball. So go check it out. If you'd like to watch or listen to the bonus shows, times are tough. Send me an email, puck@pucksports.com. Like our next guest who joins us on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Times are tough for him, so we take care of him and we allow him to come on 3 days a week. It gives him some purpose in life, and he doesn't have a lot, so this is kind of a little breadcrumb for him. And he joins us from Bend, Oregon. Always smooth sailing on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays with Jim Moore. Never a hiccup one bit. And he's brought to you by...
Well, first of all, can you hear me?
Yes, I got you.
Are you sure?
I am. See, whatever this setup is now is great. So that tells me that you were on a wrong setup. You had something wrong. And I can't wait to hear what you did wrong, because this looks
No one
great
wants to hear it.
and sounds great.
No.
And you obviously were doing something wrong. We check in a few minutes before it was not going to work, and you did something.
This is a day when we need to get right into the Mariners.
Okay.
People do not want to hear about my cyber issues today.
Sure.
I will just say this. to anyone that's out there that has cyber issues like I do. I do the same shit every fucking time, okay? The same fucking shit every single time.
Rinse and repeat.
Yet, there's always some sort of problem. And I'm going, I did it like this Monday. I did it like this Friday. Anyway,
I think you did something different, but that's okay. You don't want to tell everyone what you did. That's fine.
Well, okay. I usually do it on my phone. But now I'm doing it on my iPad because I thought maybe it would work better because you couldn't hear me very well. Anyway, I want to thank Brad Thorstensen and Sarah, his wife, for putting up with my shit. I really do. And Brad, I'm sorry. Sarah, if you're listening, I'm sorry. But they're the owners of Bates Roofing, and I love them to death. Puck says he loves me to death, but he doesn't really mean it. When I tell you that I love Brad Thorstensen and his wife, Sarah, I really mean it. I love them to death. They've been in business at Bates Roofing for 43 years, serving Pierce, Thurston, Kitsap, and South King counties. They got an A+ with the Better Business Bureau and over 200 Google reviews. That means they don't have family members. There's other people that actually are using the business, and they've got 4.9 stars. All right, so check out Bates Roofing. Free estimates at 253-242-5783 or batesroofingllc.com.
You love them so much, correct?
I do love them. Yeah, they've been really good to me.
If they texted you...
I came in as a friend, and now I'm a member of the family. I'm going to have Thanksgiving dinner with them.
If they texted you separately, would you immediately recognize the number?
Yes. Well, I mean, he says...
No. If they just texted you and just said, hi, nothing else, just hi, would you know it? Because everyone knows Jim doesn't save numbers.
I've got about 35 or 40 contacts.
Oh, now you
But
do.
no, I know what Brad's number is. It starts with 253. I can tell you that.
And what does it end with?
I don't know. All you have to do is scroll up to see who it is.
I know.
What's wrong with that? I've memorized numbers.
Just tell me one more time, because I am fascinated by this, and I think there might be someone watching or listening right now that's never heard the rationale. Why don't you just put the people's numbers in your phone? Why?
Because it's just one more step that I don't want to take. It doesn't mean that they're not important people to me, because they are. And then I kind of memorize some numbers. It's kind of random, and it's random and weird that I've memorized some numbers. Like, you wouldn't think that I would know Kim Grinold's number by heart, but I do, and I don't hear from him that often.
Why would you want to hear from him at all?
Well, I know you're a fan of his.
I'm a big fan of his. It's one of the probably pillar journalists that we have in this market, Kim Reynolds.
Okay, can you tell us what you really think without being sarcastic of Kim Reynolds? Go ahead.
I don't care for him.
Okay.
Just don't care.
Does it border on hate or just dislike?
No, I just don't care for him and the work that he has put together over there.
Well, does it have anything to do with the content being related strictly to
I like Chris.
Huskies?
I like Chris Fetters. I like Chris. Nope, just him. There's an incident. I'm not going to get into it. There's an incident a long time ago that he and his cohorts over there, Dogman, took shots at a kid. Oh, shoot. The kid that was at Curtis High School was going to go to Wazoo, and they revealed on the air, by the way, that the kid had a learning disability. On the air. No one else knew this. No one had any idea, and they made it seem that the only reason he got an offer at Wazoo was because of his learning disability. And so since then, I'm like, F him. I just
okay.
All right, that's
that's interesting. You don't like him.
On him.
I'm not a fan of Fetters, to be honest with you.
Okay, fine. And they're not a fan of mine.
I think he's a little arrogant. He talks too much on that radio show they do.
He's not and they're not a fan of mine, and that's fine. That's what makes the world and life great. Not everyone has to like everyone. Okay, stop with it.
Well, it's kind of funny because every once in a while I think about what's going to be said at my funeral, and there's going to be some people lying at mine because you always say nice stuff at somebody's funeral, but there's people out there that don't like me. There's quite a few people who don't like me.
I think there's
and that's okay. I can't help it. I just probably some people at KJR that don't like me. Some people at 710.
There's going to be a line like voting on a Tuesday in the midterms wrapped around the library, waiting to come in and take a shot at you, probably, and me, by the way.
No, but I think I probably am more disliked than you are. Like you don't go out of your way to piss people off. Sometimes I get too unfiltered. I need to reel it in sometimes. And then I hit the send button and I go, God, what was I thinking there? But I can't help it.
Okay.
I wear it on my sleeve and just, let it rip. And I figured, what the hell? I'm retired now. And,
not
some people don't like me.
You don't got to like everyone. Okay. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I didn't like you at 9:59 this morning.
What did I do? I didn't do anything at 9:59.
Jesus, Jim. God,
I didn't do that. Jesus,
here we go
Jim.
again.
I didn't do that at all. It just was, there was
Remind
no way.
yourself I'm not Condota, okay? Because Condota sounds like he's more of a shit show than I am when it comes to this.
There was just a chance that we weren't going to be able to do it. You had whatever the connection was. You fixed it now. It's great. It's wonderful. Nice job.
Okay.
You fixed it, and we're happy for you. And you know what? The audience is happy for you. You know who else is happy? Dom Canzone. Your guy, Dommy Canzone.
He's your guy now, too.
He's my
He's
guy
everybody's
now.
guy.
Someone told me I should go buy a jersey. I may have to go buy a Dom Canzone jersey. Do they sell those?
Well, I bet you they're getting them ready if they don't have them available now. Puck, what he did last night and what he did the other day in Texas. I mean, if you can have two season savers, I think I'm stealing somebody's stuff on Twitter, but he saved the season twice now. Hasn't he?
I think we can look back on it for sure. I mean, if they end up getting in the playoffs, I mean, who knows? They could lose today, tomorrow. They lose against the Twins and lose like the next 10 in a row. But you have to ask the question. You know, we did this, I think, with the Rose Arena earlier in the year. Where would they be without Dom Canzone? I mean, think about it.
Well, they would have lost those two season-saving games.
Yeah.
And they'd be looking at what? 5 in a row that they lost on the road. They'd be 5.5 back instead of 2.5 back or whatever.
How many other games earlier in the season that we aren't remembering that they've lost, that they would have lost without him?
Yeah.
And it begs the question, you know, we've talked about it a lot, and hey, I think it's only 27 games, and I discussed it with Divish this morning. Hold on, I'll figure it out. But 45 plate appearances against left-handers. Is it a large sample size? Of course not. But what we said this all along, why not just try him against lefties? All these guys come up in the minors hitting against both. It's just when they get to the pros, someone decided, no, you can't do that anymore. He's a good hitter. He puts in the work. Looks like he put in a lot of work this offseason. And you've given him more opportunities, and look what he's done. Now, maybe you give him more against lefties, he'll fall flat on his face. Who knows, but let's see it. So far, he hasn't. Do you know what his OPS against left-handers is this year? It's over 1,000. He's slugging .657 against lefties.
Well, you can, I guess, give some credit to JP to help him, too, that he's got more of an open stance when he's facing left-handed pitchers, apparently. So that's helped. And then you also have to give credit to the guy that they fired, because Canzone gave him a lot of credit. And I was just wondering, you know, does that guy get a World Series ring if they go on to win? The third string guy that they fired?
Hey,
he should.
I asked this sure, of course he should. If they go on to win the World Series, Bobby, I still cannot pronounce his name.
Mahayanis.
Mahayanis? Huh? Bobby.
I think it's a silent G and a silent double L.
I'm going to go with Bobby. I definitely think Bobby should get a World Series ring. Of course he should. Now, if they were owned by
Tom
Dundon, you wouldn't get anything.
The parade marshal, grand marshal.
I would put him in the parade. Yes, I would put him in the parade. I brought this up with Divish, and I'm being serious with this. Why do major league teams have hitting coaches anymore? What's the point of it? They don't. Are you saying
because they all have individual guys that they work with?
Yeah, they all use their individual guys in the offseason, and they talk to them during the season. So why employ a hitting coach anymore? Why not just employ a guy, and maybe that's what Seitzer does, who knows, and just shows them video of their swings. Here you go. If you want to look at it, here you go. If you want me to say anything, ask me. I don't know. But why pay Kevin? What do you think Kevin Seitzer's making and Edgar's making? Ballpark.
Well, Edgar's a second string guy, but he's probably making more than Seitzer is because he's Edgar.
What's a ballpark? I have no idea.
500,000?
You want me to ask the AI?
500 grand?
What's the ongoing price for a MLB hitting coach? Tell me, AI. I have no idea. 500,000?
Okay, what did it pop up? What did the bot say?
It's thinking.
No, it doesn't think that long.
It's thinking. Oh,
Did
that
you get
doesn't
it?
seem. Hold on.
I don't mind teams having a hitting coach, but singular. I don't get when they started going to 2 and 3 hitting coaches.
350,000 is kind of the going rate for hitting coaches. Pitching coach.
Okay, I was a little high on
Seitzer
Seitzer then. There's no way that Edgar makes less than 500,000 because I think he was having a good life with Holly and hanging out with her. And
but why? No. I'd say, you know what? We're done with him. You guys all have your hitting coaches. You guys figure it out.
No, well, I think they're helpful. Where would Canzone be without Mahayenes? Where would he be? And then did you see that the new guy, the 31-year-old guy, that Ref Snyder gave him credit for work?
Who was
last night?
Did you hit the do not disturb on your? Is it on your iPad too? A do not disturb?
I don't know. Nobody's calling me.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Yeah. Just making sure.
I just made a good point. Quit messing around with all that other stuff.
Well, your point was lost.
Did you hear what my point was?
No, because you said, and Ref Snyder.
Well, he gave credit to the 31-year-old, statistical stat head guy for helping him with his swing when he was off.
Is that the official title of the guy?
I don't know. I can't pronounce his name either. He goes by Pap.
Oh, Pap. Oh, yeah, Pap.
Yeah.
Oh, they brought old Pappy up. Joel is right on the YouTube chat. I do throw soft toss to the kids for free. I'll be honest with you. You would be as shocked and amazed by this one. I never did sniff the big leagues, never did have a chance to get up there. But I will go toe-to-toe with anyone on throwing BP. I will.
You're pretty good at throwing BP. Huh?
I think you throw me in one of those home run derbies to those guys. I think I do okay. How about you? Were you good? Were you good throwing BP?
Well, I used to throw a lot of BP to Mikey and Stevie, and yeah, I could. I had my moments, my good stretches, but then when I lost, I heard about it from Mikey. It was like, come on, Dad. Jesus, can't you throw it over the plate? And I was like, I'm trying.
That doesn't surprise me. Mikey would be the angry one.
I know. God, I was just thinking, well, learn how to be a bad ball hitter, okay? Come on.
That's what I say every time I throw a bad one to the kids or to my son. Come on. I'm like, you got to hit the lower outside at some point.
Yeah. My kids, if they were 12 years old now, they probably, after every one of my pitches, go like this,
Oh, probably.
Like, challenge that one.
Well, you want a moment what the vampire did this weekend? He's probably, is he listening right now?
Was he MVP again?
He was not. No, he was not. He did, though, after a questionable, according to him, a strike call by the umpire, did as he was walking away, did the worst thing you could ever do, where he took his bat and drew the line.
Ooh. Did he get tossed?
No, but he should have.
He didn't get tossed for that?
No, but I talked to the guy afterwards, who was great, by the way, who came up and said hello and introduced himself. He's a fan of the show, fan of yours. I made that part up. He never did mention your name, but I just wanted to make you feel better. But he just said, hey, fan of the show. And I said, hey.
You're such an ass, Puck. You really.
I know I am.
You're a shitty friend, man.
That's not fair. That is not fair. What I do for you, put up with, makes me the friend of the fucking year.
I know, because if it wasn't for this podcast, I'd just be sitting down here in bed going,
someone would be feeding you right now and try, sir, you would like to go out for a walk? It's sunny outside. I told him Rick was his name. I said, Rick, you should have tossed him. I would have. I'd have thrown him out.
What did he say?
Thrown him out of the game. He said, I was close. I said,
do you think he didn't toss him because he knew that it was Jason Puckett of Puck Sports? That was his kid?
I don't think he didn't
really?
know. Maybe.
You think you had that kind of cachet with the umpire?
I don't know. Maybe his last name's on his jersey. Sure. I don't know. No idea.
I remember when Mikey got tossed from a Pierce College game, and it was, I think he said the F word or something, and yeah.
That's always good.
It was.
So, game of the year yesterday. You know what I loved about the Mariners? It was the most Mariners kind of game ever, especially offensively. 10
No, the
hits.
most Mariner game ever would have been they would have lost in the 9th inning.
Well, let me rephrase. Most Mariners game in which they win. Because
they hit home runs.
They hit 5 home runs. Okay. They had 0 walks. They had 10 hits and they struck out 11 times. It's just what a great line. And you won.
Well, the reason that I thought it was one of the most Mariner games ever is I just feel like every time you give up on them, that's when they come through. And I think, it was a quick little roller coaster ride there because you were back on board after Canzone hit the 3-run homer in Texas, and you thought, okay, that's going to start the momentum. And then the next day, Kirby stuck it up. And so that really didn't get it going. And so you go into LA, everybody in the world thought they were going to lose last night. Everybody. Every Mariner fan thought there's no way they're going to. The guy they faced was an all-star pitcher, 11-2 record.
Left-hander.
Everything was going against them. Dodgers, best team in baseball, defending world champions. And they go in there and they play lights out against them. It was that Dodger lineup is like an all-star lineup when you face that thing.
Yeah, there's no relief. There's not a break.
They got Teoscar hitting 7th or 6th, and they've got Tucker hitting 7th. I mean, come on.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
There's
when
no
you go
lineup.
Ohtani,
and then the 9th place guy, the number 9 guy, got 3
rushing.
hits last
Well,
night.
yeah, rushing, yeah. You go Ohtani, Paez, Freeman, Muncy, Betts. I mean, and I know Betts isn't having a good year, but this is a player, this is an MVP, and he's hitting 5th. Yeah, it's an embarrassment of riches. This is why I think managers get too much credit and they get too much blame. Where everyone's like, "Oh, Dave Roberts is one of the all-time great managers." Really? You and I could manage the Dodgers.
I agree,
and I'm not exaggerating. And I think people watching and listening to this who have any baseball, somewhat can spell the word baseball, could manage the Dodgers. I don't think it's anything that he's done. They bought a team. It's great, good for them, and they seem
What's their payroll? Is it double the Mariners or triple?
Oh, it's double at least, maybe triple. What do you think it is? Closest to the pin. I'm going to ask AI again. And yes, I'm using a free one. That's why it takes slow. 250 million?
250.
Oh my God, you're not even close.
What is it, 500?
Their payroll is the largest in MLB history by a wide margin. Their luxury tax payroll is $413 million. The actual cash payroll is $261 million. Just ridiculous.
Wow. Okay, so I was close.
Well, but they've got deferred money and you're in the ballpark.
What are the Mariners, 100 and something?
Probably.
Yeah.
Total
This
guaranteed.
is stuff we should have looked up before the show started.
Well, send me some notes. Total guaranteed money on the books, all future years combined with their salaries. So all money that's on the books for them. $2.1 billion. Because remember, they're deferring all of Ohtani's contract, which is BS. They shouldn't be able to do that, but they are.
Yeah.
He's not going to get all his money till the end of it. So, it was a great game, most entertaining game. They get another lefty today, and God, it would just be the Mariners. They lose 3 or 4 to Texas, and they take 2 or 3 if they can there against the Dodgers. Did you read Adam Jude's piece today? Kind of a little bit of a surprise in there, I thought. I talked to Divish about it. We'll have it coming up later on the Inside Pitch, little light version of it. Michael Arroyo. I saw Michael Arroyo play on Tuesday. I went down with a couple of kids down to the Tacoma Rainiers game. I unfortunately missed his double, but I did see him strike out on 3 pitches. But whatever. But Michael Arroyo, according to Adam Jude, sounds like he could be up sooner rather than later.
Yeah, well, aren't you at the point of saying, why not? I mean, before last night, you just said, well, geez, get him down to L.A. right away. Sounds like they're not clear on what position he could be playing, though. Maybe they're trying to convert him into an outfielder.
Well, he's been
You're
playing.
not going to take him away. You're not going to take Cole Young out of second base. So, but yeah, if he can hit, he's a right-handed guy who can hit. Yeah, why not? Give him a look-see for sure.
Oh, the old little look-see. Yeah, he's been playing left field. So they've considered him like the left fielder of the future.
Well, fine. Yeah, he can start in left field next year. Bring him up. Maybe Randy could, help out as a DH.
But is it
I
really
don't want to mess with Randy. I really don't want to mess with Randy, though. I'm kind of big on that. A lot of people think, oh, just make him a DH. He'll be fine. You're sitting in there. It's like being a pinch hitter 4 times a game.
I wouldn't do it now. I wouldn't do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it right now. Now, obviously, in the offseason, they'll revisit it, and I doubt that they're going to bring him back. But I wouldn't touch Randy or Rosarina now. But I don't. It's a lot to ask a rookie to come up here in September or late August and be like, "Hey, this is our big." Like, are they going to try and pass this off as their big right-handed bat solution because they didn't get anybody at the deadline? If that's what they're trying to pass off to the fan base, pound sand, because come on.
Well,
A 21-year-old.
Well, so Ref Snyder is that guy right now. The addition they're making with Rob Ref Snyder, the new and improved Rob Ref Snyder. Now, okay? So there's a lot of people, myself included, that have been trashing on Ref Snyder all year. Typical of the Mariners to get a guy who's washed up and won't be able to produce. And now, after last night and seeing him, I'm kind of going, God, because he's so forthright in his conversations. He's candid about his struggles that he's had and knows that he hasn't performed up to his usual standards. And so I was really happy for him last night. Weren't you? I mean, just on a personal level.
Yeah.
I was thinking, before he hit the home run, I was just thinking about his dad somewhere, just watching and going, just like, when Owen's hitting or when Mikey and Stevie used to hit, there were times where I'm not even a religious guy, but I was like, Jesus, God, please.
Of course,
let Mikey get a hit here.
I do that
and
all
I
the time.
bet you Ref Snyder's dad, wherever he was last night, was going, dear God, please, my son has always hit. Let him hit tonight.
Everybody does that. I cross my fingers and I just said, please, dear baseball God, just let him, just anything.
I know.
A dribble,
and then
an error off the kid's glove, just something.
And earlier in the season, that ball would have just gone a little bit foul.
I don't think anyone
he hits the foul pole. God, what a beautiful thing that was.
Yeah, I don't think anyone dislikes Rob Ref Snyder. I just think that there was a lot of fanfare of Rob Ref Snyder coming in. He was the right-handed bat. This was going to be the guy, and then he just hasn't performed. He was dealing with injuries and all that, but
it's amazing how long they've gone with him, though, because other guys that came in like him, they were out of here by August.
Yeah, but it's money. But look at the money. I bet you the difference is the money. The money they spent on those guys versus the money they spent on him.
I know, but it's so funny when you think about they're playing the Dodgers right now. You know what $6 million means to the Dodgers?
No,
absolutely nothing.
That's what they pay their third hitting coach.
I know.
$6 million. I mean, we'll see. I just don't want. Here's my thing with Arroyo. Bring him up, fine. Let's go. But don't sell me on this is the right-handed bat solution at the deadline, a 21-year-old. Because you see how these guys, they always struggled. Maybe they'll have a week of success. And everyone hits in AAA. He's crushing AAA. But everyone does. Emerson has gone through his up and down, and he's considered a way better prospect than Michael Arroyo.
Where was he last night?
What?
Where was he last night?
He got scratched. He got scratched. I don't know. He got scratched before the game.
Did they ever say, was he hurt? Or?
Yeah, well, I think he told Daniel Kramer he was fine after the game, but I don't think he said exactly what was the case. But I think even Cole Young is a better prospect than him. So, and those guys all struggled coming up. He's going to struggle once he comes up here. It's a lot to ask a 21-year-old. Hey, you got to be our right-handed bat for the stretch run. So, I mean,
well, yeah, that didn't work out so well for Cole Young last year.
It did not. No, it did not. Can I ask you something? Because have you seen the Tony Romo video?
I have not seen the Tony Romo video.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, yeah, I know you got a DUI in Milwaukee.
Well, not a DUI. You got an OWI?
Operating
while intoxicated. Can I ask you something? And I'm asking this for the people who know. What's the difference?
I guess that's just the way. Well, remember, it used to be driving while intoxicated in Washington. It was a DWI.
Well, I know, but they still have that.
Driving under the influence.
Okay, but drive DWI or whatever. But what's Why operating while intoxicated? Is that just different states, different?
I don't know. I
Places
thought
use
that
that
was weird
term?
too, but I didn't feel like going in depth with it. But
Okay, well, neither did I. I watched about 30 seconds of the video. One where he's pulled off on the side, and then the other one where it looks like they take him to like a parking garage to do the field sobriety test. It is uncomfortable. He clearly is intoxicated, whether it's alcohol or something else. Jim, they ask him to do the field sobriety test. He says, and this is right when he says this, the officers know he's fucked up. He's like, wait, hold on for a second. Can I do some stretching before I do this? He goes into a stretching routine. Jim, he's on the ground doing like sprinter stretches, stretching out his hamstring.
so they allowed him to do that?
Yes, because this is like more evidence to them that he's blasted. He's leaning up against a cop car doing calf stretches. And then at that point I stopped. I was uncomfortable watching it anymore. Not because I'm some huge fan of Tony Romo, but he made a bad decision, a poor decision. He's going to get busted for it and all that. But now it's just splashed across everywhere.
No, that's not a bad idea, though, Puck, to do some stretches. Because this is really a huge moment in your life to pass that test.
Oh, I guess.
That's the thing. Some of the stuff they ask you to do, I don't even know if I could do it sober, especially with my knee messed up.
Could you do the alphabet backwards?
I could, but I think I would have to do it slowly.
Right. You'd have to do it slow. And then would they penalize you for being like, well, you did it too slow? Well, you're asking me to do it backwards.
W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A.
Good job. I couldn't do that.
You could.
No, I don't think I could. I don't think I can even do the regular alphabet.
You get to this age, Puck, and you go to have your annual physical, like I had mine a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
they ask you to count backwards from 20. I'm just like, come on. And then they give you somebody's name and their address, and then you have to repeat it back to them 5 minutes later.
It's a cognitive test.
Yeah.
Because you, at your age, you need a cognitive test.
I know. Yeah. I'm like, screw that. I'm not that messed up mentally yet. I'm getting closer.
I'm not going to make light of that. So,
oh, there's something off limits to you to make light of?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
It's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable watch.
No, I know. You're right. It is. And yeah, it's
you
tough
go
for
watch
people
it.
going through that.
Go watch it and you just tell me if you got the same reaction. It's just kind of like you're like,
you don't have it, so we can watch it right now.
No, I don't know. I didn't get it.
Well, I'm with everybody else, though, that especially, I mean, all of us should not get behind the wheel when we're drunk. We understand that.
Of course.
But it goes tenfold for somebody like Tony Romo, and you just sit there and you wonder, Jesus, you make $20 million a year. Why would you, put yourself in a position where you might lose your job? You might kill someone when you're driving. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
The Uber app is available to you and everyone else.
The stretching, though, that's what just gets me. The absolute stretch, the stretching before he takes
and then
the
did they
field
show him walking the
sobriety
line or whatever you got to do?
Yeah, all of it. They showed all of it.
Did he stumble on the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did all. Did you see our good friend this week, Mike Vrabel? Do you see what Mike Vrabel did as like one of his first press conferences to avoid being asked tough questions?
No.
Do my best here with BB. Okay, so
he brought
welcome everybody.
He brought a dog to the press conference.
Something that we did
now.
last year.
He says, he says, hey, this is part of the Patriots program. They've been teaming up with like an animal shelter and all this stuff, with like Kraft's wife, okay, to give these animals to homes and find homes from, which is all a great cause. And I'm not taking issue with the cause that the Kraft family and the Patriots are doing. But Jim, this is the first press conference of training camp that he brings the dog out there. So no one asks him about, hey, bud, how's your off season been? You still talk to Rossini at all? I mean, come on.
Well,
It's just terrible. I mean, just terrible.
So, okay, Puck, if you're him, what would you do? Like, okay, forget if he comes out there, do you just address it right away again?
I don't think you address it. You maybe
you just
wait
say,
for the
hey, look,
question.
guys, I'll answer all your questions this one time, but
Yeah.
the rest of the time, it's just all football.
I just don't do anything. Just come out there. Don't bring a dog. Don't bring a kid. Don't bring some prop so it makes you look like you're some sympathetic figure.
What's the latest with all of that anyway?
I don't know.
Are they still married to their wife and husband?
I believe they are all still married together.
Have Rossini and him broken up?
I do not believe they're dating anymore. Page 6 is your friend New York Post. They maybe have the latest on that one. It's like when athletes bring their kids to the podium, and I know everyone thinks it's cute. It's not cute. It's not. None of it's cute. Because they're just
after a game when they win, if they're the star player,
maybe
you don't
if
find that cute.
Okay, maybe if they win, but when the players do it when they lose or something's going on, what they're doing is they're bringing the kid up there as a shield so the reporters don't ask them tough questions. That's why they're doing it, and you know that, and I know that, and everybody knows that.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Don't you think?
I never really gave that much thought. I usually think it's kind of cool when an athlete brings his kids out there, but
Well, because you'd bring Mikey and Stevie out there. Come on, boys, sit on the lap.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey, how about the news of Elise Woodward being the Husky play-by-play person?
Glad you brought it up. I'm thrilled that they did that. Great choice. I mean, it's Washington and that they don't make a lot of good choices over there. I mean, just look who their athletic director is, but they made a good one there, and he probably had zero input on that one because he's not smart enough to come up with like she would have been the right hire. So good for Elise. I sent her a nice text. She deserves it. She's worked her ass off. When she was laid off at KJR, she had think about it. What was she going to do? And she, instead of like sulking on that when she went to work, that girl went to work, and she started doing everything, any play-by-play gig she could get. And, and back then she was just really doing the color. And then she transitioned into doing play-by-play and worked at it and got better and better and better and better. And I'm just a big advocate for all schools that hire someone from their school to do the games. And I know Bob Rondo wasn't from the school, and he turned out to be a great broadcaster. I get it. And I know Chazanow wasn't from Wazoo, and he was fine. And Castricone wasn't from UW. I get it.
Chazanow was better than fine.
I just think that when you have a chance to hire one of your own. Just do it. They're going to have the history, the passion, all of it. And for her, she played there. She was an athlete. And so really, really happy for her. She's a great person. She was a great coworker. She's a great friend. And she's just a tremendous broadcaster. So it's well-deserved.
Yeah, Puck, I actually, after I covered the Sonics, I covered Husky women's basketball for a while, and she was on that team. And she was a good player. She was really scrappy, and I'm happy for Elise, too. I think it's cool. I looked it up on, had the AI bot thing on Google do some research for me. I think she's the first Division I female play-by-play football broadcaster. There's one woman who's doing Alabama A&M, but I couldn't find anybody else. So she's a pioneer of sorts. That's for great. Sure. And so I think she's going to do really well with it. And my only hope for her, though, is that the Huskies go 0-12 and she's covering every one of those games.
Well, and I feel bad for her that. I mean, her first game is going to be a real ass whooping for her. And that's no way to come in to your broadcasting career having lost to the regiment that is Kirby Moore and the boys.
Yeah. It's going to be fantastic, isn't it?
I hope
first
Terry,
game, an Apple Cup defeat.
I hope I can hear Elise Woodward late in the fourth quarter go, Cam, never thought I would sit here and hear all these boos for the starting quarterback of the University of Washington. But, Cam, that's where we're at as the Huskies now trail by 24 after the 5th interception from Damon Williams.
Oh, please, God. I swear to God, I'll go to church if that happens. I will. I've said that many times, and I haven't followed through, but God, if you're listening, I will this time.
She's going to lean over to Terry Ryan. Terry, would you mind turning up that crowd mic? Anything for you, Elise?
Oh, man. Well, you mentioned Bob Rondo, and I've always thought, even though he's a Husky announcer and I'm a Coug and everything, I think he's the best in Seattle history. I mean, I think he's right up there with Niehaus and Calabro. I mean, Bob Rondo knew how to call a game.
He was great.
Just terrific. I thought Tony Castricone did a good job too. So, Elise is going to do a great job.
She's going to do great. She's going to do great. Have you ever thought, we've talked about this before, have you ever thought about becoming an umpire in Bend, Oregon?
I have, but more than that, I've just thought about being a Little League coach.
Okay, Little League coach or an umpire. I want to present to you this. I stumbled across this a few weeks ago, and I've saved it. I don't mean to laugh, but this umpire doing a Little League game, not once, not twice, 3 times hit in the junk. There's one. Look at him, just little Timmy.
Stay alive, Ryan. Good job, bud.
That's my favorite part. Stay alive, Brian. Good job. This poor guy got hit in the nuts a second time. Oh, God. Bill. Man down. Man is down.
That's,
3
Puck,
times that guy got hit in the junk.
Okay, now I couldn't quite tell with the video whether those were foul balls or not, but that's the problem in Little League. You might get a catcher. Were they foul balls?
Yeah, foul balls. They fouled them back.
Okay, I thought maybe the catcher just, whiffed on a couple of them.
No, foul balls. All 3 were foul balls and just right in the junk of that guy. My favorite part is the second one where you can hear the coach. I don't know if you can. Hold on.
Stay alive, Ryan. Good job, bud.
Stay alive, Brian. Good job. The coach.
Okay, that's a reason why you shouldn't do it. I don't want to take the abuse from Little League parents, too.
Oh, you don't? Yeah.
I think I'd be an okay umpire, but I wouldn't be so good that I wouldn't, hear like, oh, come on, Blue. Well, come on, Blue. You missed that one, Blue.
No, you don't say.
Turn around like, F you.
That's not the one you say. You don't say that. It's the passive aggressive when a guy misses. You know what to say when a guy misses a call. You know what to say. When your pitcher misses a call or doesn't get a strike that you think is a strike and they calls it a ball, what's the standard line?
Go ahead, hit me.
You know what it is. What is it? How many years have you watched baseball?
You missed that one, Blue?
Great spot. Do it again, Jimmy.
Oh.
Everyone. That's like the standard line. Great spot. Same pitch. Throw that again.
But,
or if your guy's hitting, if your team's hitting, when Mikey and Stevie were hitting and it's a ball or it's a strike, called strike, but it's a ball. Not your pitch, Mikey. Don't swing at that. Not your pitch. That's the way. That was Jim Moore's way and every parent's way of telling the umpire, you're a fucking idiot.
That's a classy way of doing it.
That's a classy way of doing it. Not your pitch, Owen. Nope. Don't want to swing at that one.
Yeah. No. I don't know. You want to be an umpire sometime?
I've done in the past. It's brutal. It's not fun. Yeah. I'll tell you that. Yeah. It is not fun.
I don't think you get paid in Little League either, do you? It's just volunteer.
You don't. Not adults, but the kids get paid. So
yeah.
It's a big day here. I'll leave you this. It's a big day in our household. After 10 weeks away, our daughter arrives back from Barcelona. I don't even think we will recognize her when she comes in the door. I'm expecting these big, huge, like movie star sunglasses on, and I'm expecting her to have a cigarette in her mouth. And she just walks in. She says, "Hola, señor."
And she'll want to move there permanently to Spain.
Move there. We've heard from her, and I think this is a good thing. I said this to another parent. They're like, God, that's surprising. We've heard from her exactly one time in 10 weeks.
What?
One time. One time.
She lose her phone?
Nope. One time.
And what was the one time?
Can you put more money in my account?
Yeah. That's a big one.
That's
a big one. That's it? And then what? You're going to put her on a plane to Cooperstown 2 days later?
No. Girls aren't coming. This is a boys' trip. This is a boys-only trip.
The girls aren't going to Cooperstown?
The girls are not going. They're not allowed. Not allowed to go.
Okay.
Just a boys' trip.
So the Cooperstown thing, so you get to go to the Hall of Fame, but then you're going to play in a tournament?
So the tournament starts on Wednesday of next week. We get there, we check in Tuesday. They do a big, like introduction parade thing for the kids, fireworks night or something. Wednesday they play two games on Wednesday, 2 games on Thursday, 2 games on Friday, pool play, and then it goes into the, championship brackets on the weekend.
Wow. That would be a blast. But you're leaving this Friday.
We're leaving this Friday, flying into Baltimore, Maryland. Never been to Baltimore, Maryland. Can't wait. Going to take in an Orioles game, 2 Orioles games. Then we're going to head to New York City to go watch the Mets play on Sunday. And then on Monday, we're going to head to the city of brotherly love to go watch the Phillies play. I think they're playing the Nationals. So go watch the Phillies play on Monday and then driving up to Cooperstown Tuesday morning.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. We're packing it a lot. There's a lot going on. Almost too much, but.
That's awesome.
And then,
God, all these places that you've been going to, where have you been? You've been Spain.
It's been a good year.
Go to Cooperstown. What else am I? I'm missing something else. I don't know. It seems like you're taking a lot of time off. The other thing that occurred to me is that
not taking time off, sir. I'm doing shows all next week.
Okay. Well, the other thing that occurred to me is that you must be making a shitload of money on this Puck sports venture.
It's not me. It's not
to
me.
afford all this.
That's not me. It's my wife. I'm telling you.
Hey, listeners, viewers out there, he's not paying me a dime. Okay, so
okay.
You have fun, Puck.
Oh. Okay, well, this will be the last show we'll do together.
I love you, Puck.
If it weren't for my wife, I would be living in my van. Okay?
That's not true.
No, yes, it's 100% true. I'd be living in my van. I'd be poor. All right, I'm telling you, seriously, it would be done. It's gonna be fun. Have you ever been to Cooper? You've never been there, right?
I've never been to Cooperstown. No. It's one of those bucket list things, and haven't made it yet, and. Sure hope to. I want to hear your full report when you're there.
Can't wait.
Though.
So we'll be doing shows. You and I got to coordinate times because we got to tape everything. I can't do anything live because of the time difference and all the games and it's all over the place. But we will hook up. We'll do it. We'll be doing. I mentioned this before. We'll be doing like even shorter shows next week, just like time wise, just because of a lot of moving parts. But we'll have everything out. We'll do everybody that you expect to hear on every single day. We'll have it. You and I will get together on Thursday. We'll sit down with Egan because we're leaving Friday morning. We'll record a PME show. We haven't done that in a while, so that's the next time I will see your smiling face.
Okay, I'll look forward to it.
I will look forward to it as well. All right.
I can't wait for whatever technological difficulty I have that day.
Yeah. Well, we'll tape it, so it's always better
and
when we
see that look on your face, like, oh, shit.
Disappointment. It's the look of disappointment. That's what it is. It's a look of disappointment.
Okay.
All right, Godspeed to you. Go Cougs. We'll see you we'll see you tomorrow. Well, we'll see you Friday.
Okay, Puck. Go Cougs.
All right, go Cougs. All right, coming up next, we will talk to Ryan Divish, the one and only Ryan Divish, Inside Pitch. We catch with him every single Wednesday. The full show is available for Puck's Posse members if you go to pucksports.com to sign up right now. But coming up next, we play you an Inside Pitch light version with Divish.
Drink Georgetown Tavern Beer, your new locally brewed domestic-style lager. 4.2% alcohol. Cheap, good, local.
The math and the standings have changed so much with the Red Sox and Orioles. All of a sudden, like guys aren't available in that. So I I think they'll add a right-handed reliever for certain. Maybe two. They might be lesser trades. The right-handed bat, I'll be curious to see what they do. The one thing is, too, is like, say you move Hancock, you could ostensibly package Rob Refsnyder in that, take some, because Hancock doesn't make any money, so you could do that. Like if there's a team looking for a right-handed bat off the bench, you do it that way. I mean, I don't like, it's weird to hear Hancock's name come up, but it also isn't, because maybe they think this is his highest value point it will ever be in his career. And you have Cade and you have Sloan and you have these other guys, then maybe you would dangle him. I don't think that trading Castillo is as likely just because of the money factor. And then, I thought he was competitive last night, but it's just like, if he was making Emerson Hancock's money, you could trade him really easy. But when you're making $24 million plus the option for next year, that makes it just a lot more difficult. And they've known for a while. I've talked to people within the organization that to trade Castillo, they were going to have to eat money. They understand that. So I don't know. I mean, I think they're going to be active, but I don't think it's a market where you're going to see massive returns. We've seen when there is a market and a need, they've made lots of moves to do it and get stuff, whether it was last year or the year before, they've done that. They've always done that. So I'm curious to see what the market dictates. So right now we're looking at what? The Rockies, Giants, and then that Casey Schmidt guy who actually fit, he tweaked his knee the other day. So can't go get him. So I don't know. I mean, I'm very curious. Even the Twins, the Twins are in it now all of a sudden. And it's and maybe if the Mariners take 3 from the Twins over the weekend, then maybe that puts the Twins into sell mode on that Sunday going in. I mean, that could change the math too there. What they do in the next 4 days is 5 days could change something.
Is help on the way internally? Your cohort over there at the Seattle Times has a story in the paper this on a Wednesday morning. Could top prospect Michael Arroyo be the answer for the Mariners' woes? Again, I was in Tacoma this week. I saw him hit a double. He looks the part. What's the possibility that they would bring up Michael Arroyo, who's a right-hander who came up as the second baseman, has been playing now a lot of left field. Everyone expects him to be the left fielder next season. He's 21 years old. He has been on fire in AAA since they promoted him from AA. He's hitting .324, 6 doubles and 3 homers. He's got OPS of .926 and 80 plate appearances in Tacoma. So what say you, Divish? What's the possibility we see Arroyo up here with the M's?
I don't think we'll see him until after the trade deadline, if that's the move. I know Adam wrote that, and I know they were discussing it, whether or not, especially with this weekend, they're going to see the lefties. Or not this weekend. I'm so messed up time-wise, because we're at a tournament. It starts on
we all are
Wednesday or Tuesday. Is it today Wednesday? Yeah. So
yes, we do this every Wednesday.
I got to fly back on Friday. I have no idea. Anyways, I think they discussed it, and then I told Adam, I said, "Hey, don't be surprised if they call up Refsnyder for this series." They reinserted him to the lineup where he was going to have a day off so he could get ABs right before this, and then they brought him up. So I think they're discussing it. I think definitely when rosters expand, we could see him instead of bringing up the third catcher, instead of bringing up Johnny Pareda. I know that when they sent Pareda down, one of the marching orders is, hey, you need to get a lot better at being aware and calling games and preparing and being that guy. He has all the tools to be good defensively, but there needs to be a focus on that. So they could do the 3 catchers, or they could bring up Arroyo. But, the one thing is now is his best position is probably hitter. He'd rather just DH him. That's you're looking at Randy in left or Michael Arroyo in left. One gives you inconsistent effort, and one has minimal experience and just has never been good defensively at any position. And is learning the position now. Do you really want to do that? I don't know. I mean, I think it's possible, but they're going to do it when there's a series where they're going to see a bunch of lefties and they know they're going to see lefty arms and do it that way.
Hi, I'm Bo with All Aces Concrete Coatings. Garages are my favorite part of the house. I chose to partner with Pentech because they give me the proper tools and support to do my job right. My favorite part of doing the garages and any flake system is the transformation that happens in one day.
Welcome to Hive Social, the social network that brings your real-world proximity to life. Tired of endless scrolling and fake connections? Privacy is built into the heart of Hive with easy-to-set-up safety fences and visibility controls. Whether you're here to hang out, network, or meet someone new, create events, share photos and videos, and keep the conversation going with built-in chats for every connection and every moment. Download now and see what's happening around you.
All right, we'll get to On This Day, brought to you by Hive Social in just a quick second. But if you want more Divish Inside Pitch, which is brought to you by Chalet Bowl, big thanks to Reggie and the family for their continued support and sponsoring Inside Pitch there with Ryan Divish, chaletbowl.com. Book your next reservation. Oldest operating bowling alley west of the Mississippi. Chaletbowl.com to book your next lane reservation. That full show, we talk more about trade targets, Emerson Hancock, Luis Castillo, go into more about firing the hitting coach, Dom Canzone. We covered all there with Divish, a.k.a. Montana State Trooper. That was a glorious, glorious mustache there for Ryan Divish. Again, every week we give you a light version. It's up on YouTube as well. But the full show is for Puck's Posse members. If you'd like to be a member, pucksports.com, best way to sign up. We'll take you a link to the Posse page. If $5 is too much for you, can't afford it, I get it. Listen, everyone's asking you for a subscription, so I totally understand it and aware of it. Send me an email, puck@pucksports.com, and we'll take care of you. All right. On This Day, brought to you by Hive Social, the official Puck Sports social meetup app. July 29th, ladies and gentlemen, this legend was the first.
That's where he likes to work. Next TD reception by Largent. He goes into the record book as number one all time. Here's the throw to Largent. Touchdown! He breaks the record and scores the first points of the game for Seattle. So Steve Largent, the all-time receiver in catches and yards, now is the all-timer in touchdown catches. He surpasses the mark set a half century ago by Don Hudson.
Steve Largent setting the all-time mark for touchdown receptions. That did not happen on this day. How about one of my all-time greats there on NBC, Don Criqui there on the call? No, in 1995, on July 29th, Steve Largent became the first Seattle Seahawks player elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame and was the only the 23rd player overall to be elected in his first year of eligibility. I did not know that. It's pretty remarkable. Houston Oilers, you may remember, drafted him in the 1976 draft, 117th overall. He would play just 4 preseason games with Houston before they traded him to the Seahawks for an 8th-round draft pick in the following year's draft. Who was that 8th-round draft pick? Who did the Oilers take the next year? They took a wide receiver out of the University of Georgia by the name of Steve Davis. He never played a snap in the NFL. Largent spent his entire career with Seattle. He was selected to 7 Pro Bowls, first-time All-Pro in 79 and 85. When he retired, he held 6 major receiving records: most receptions, most consecutive games with a catch, most receiving yards, most TD catches, most seasons with 50-plus catches, and most seasons with 1,000-plus yards. That happened on this day. Steve Largent going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, July 29th, 1995. On this day, brought to you by our good friends at Hive Social. We give you one final word of the day. We call it Hey, What the Puck? It's brought to you by Tersuli Construction. From emergency response to full-scale rebuilds and remodels, Tersuli Construction, a full-service contractor handling your project from start to finish, locally owned and operated out of Ballard, proudly serving the Puget Sound region for over 15 years. If you're dealing with damage or planning what's next, call the team that does it all, Tersuli Construction. Restoring what matters, building what's next, 206-793-3744. Visit tersuli.com. We speculated about this about a month ago. We didn't. Rob Staten did. We did a show, and he goes, I want them to re-sign Leonard Williams. Give him a deal he can't turn down. Well, it comes out this week, and Leonard Williams confirmed it, that the two sides are talking on a new deal. Leonard Williams is 32. He's entering the last year of a 3-year, $64 million deal. Jalen Carter just re-signed the other day that pays him $38 a year Williams making around 21.5, which I think is 14th among interior defensive linemen. You may be scared away from the age and paying a guy later in his career. I wouldn't be with him. He was just voted the best interior defensive lineman in the NFL by his peers. He's the heartbeat of that defense. He makes everything go round and round and round. I thought initially when they first acquired him, he was a little bit of a disappointment, but boy, he hasn't been since then. And this transition to Mike McDonald as his coach really has opened up his career to bigger and better things. Just love the way he carries himself on the field. Love the way he carries himself off the field. He's the ultimate team leader and is the ultimate enforcer for that defense. So if John Schneider and this crew for the Seahawks would be wise, sounds like they are, they're going to lock up Leonard Williams here pretty soon. And would love to see that announcement after they get something there for Devin Witherspoon. Love the idea of giving Leonard Williams a new contract. Well worth it. That is Hey What the Puck, brought to you by Tersuli Construction, restoring what matters in building what's next. Give them a call, 206-793-3744, and visit them at tersuli.com. That's it for us here on a Thursday show. Jim Duquette, KJ Arntz with Mitchie the Kid. May or may not have Garofolo. Don't know. Stay tuned. But we'll have Duquette. We'll have Mitchie the Kid. Also, I think we're going to have Elise Woodward. I think she's going to appear on the show tomorrow. Or maybe even Friday's show. We'll have the tape show. Just a reminder again, I said it to Jim. Next week, we'll have the next 10 days, we'll have full shows. But next week, when I'm in Cooperstown for my son's baseball tournament, they'll be taped and be released at 10 a.m., so they won't be live. Just make sure you understand that. There will be shows. Someone, I think it was Joel, shout out to Joel, was like, you're not doing anything next week. We're doing shows. They just are not going to be live. They will be taped. So you can watch and listen to them all next week from Cooperstown, which would be pretty cool. All right, that's it for me. Thank you again to all of our sponsors and all of our listeners. Could not do it without your support. Sign up if you want to be a Puck sponsor, pucksports.com. Also, check out the Daily Puck Drop up on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, hit that like button. Leave a comment. Try to get to as many as I can. Also, find the Daily Puck Drop on your favorite podcast platforms, Apple and Spotify. When you're there, if you have a moment, please write a review. It helps me, helps the show, and also rate the show. So, much appreciative if you can do that. We'll talk to you tomorrow. As always, promise to be better.
No shirt, no shoes, no ties.
Would anybody like to smoke some pot?
Yeah. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you, but you were born to rub me first.
What do you need my address for? We'd like to send out a mailer.
Mother of mercy, I don't speak Japanese!